Hello, my name is Ian Byer, and I'm doing a presentation on technology within the sustainability industry. My technology focus area is solar power and how it's utilized effectively within society. So let's go ahead and take a closer look and see exactly what led to the success and popularity of this technology area. The dawn of solar power dates back to 1876 when William G. Adam and a student of his, Richard Day, revealed that when selenium was exposed to light, it would produce electricity. The selenium cells were considered not very efficient, but the point was still proven. Light, without heat or moving parts, could be converted into energy. Although it wasn't in use until 1953, when Calvin Fuller, along with two colleagues, discovered silicon solar cells. By using these cells, they were able to produce enough electricity to run small electrical devices. By 1956, the first solar cells were sold commercially. Fortunately, they were being sold at $300 for 1 watt solar cell. Luckily, in the early 1970s, a discovery was made that drove the price from $100 a watt to $20 a watt. Countries like the United States and the Soviet Union utilized this technology in the 1950s. They created solar panels and placed them on their satellites and ships to take advantage of the virtually limitless energy, thus setting the standard for solar use in space. So I'm sure you're saying to yourself, this is nice and all, but how does the star 92 million miles away power my house? Well, the answer is simple: conversion. The solar panels are made of solar cells. A cell is a small disk of a semiconductor like silicon. They are attached by a wire to a circuit. As light strikes the semiconductor, light is converted into electricity that flows through the circuit. As soon as the light is removed, the solar cell stops producing power. Solar power started to become a trend around the 1970s. Solar cells began showing up in all sorts of places: railroad crossings, fields, houses. It was widely used as a means of generating power where traditional lines could not go. In the 90s, solar technology yet again surpassed new levels of generation and affordability, causing a trend of interest to grow in many world powers. The figure in front of you shows gigawatt production. We have North America in red, Europe in green, and the rest of the world in purple, making it very evident of North America's lack of interest to sustainability. In the next graph, we are looking at a price drop in solar panels over the course of 26 years, going from a price of $6.60 per watt to $1.50 per watt. With a 227% decrease in price, solar modules are now more affordable than ever. Private companies are now selling and installing solar panels for personal home use. Businesses, like Solar City, completely customize their panels to fit your house, as well as take care of any necessary permits. With the price of solar panels dropping dramatically, and with the increase in efficiency of energy conversion process, it's no wonder the solar energy industry has the highest current growth rate of all renewable energies. Solar power can be utilized in many different scenarios. The first one being residential. Government-subsidized programs and green pricing policies of utilities or electricity service providers have stimulated demand. Consumers have also been driven by the desire to obtain their electricity from clean, non-polluting, renewable sources. The simplification of PV installations on houses and buildings has also been a major driving force behind the residential market. Commercial. My next application of solar technology is the process of utilizing commercial buildings. By taking advantage of the immense rooftops, solar panels can be strategically placed to harvest large quantities of solar energy. But it's not just the rooftops that have proven to be useful. The vertical walls of office buildings provide several opportunities for PV incorporation. With concepts such as sunshades and balconies, the potential energy influx is limitless. Industrial. Solar energy is frequently used in many industries, whether it's transportation signaling, offshore navigation buoys, lighthouse, aircraft warning light structures, road traffic warning signals, and it doesn't stop there. Many industries are turning to solar power as a means of cutting costs. The early development of solar technologies was driven by the fear that coal would soon run scarce. This caused further R&D to stagnate in the early 20th century due to the increasingly availability and economy of coal and petroleum. Although in 1973, an oil embargo placed upon the U.S. pushed attention to develop solar technologies. Between 1973 and 1983, photovoltaic installations grew rapidly, and in the mid-90s, production continued at a faster rate due to more people taking an interest to global warming and its impact it has on our world. As of now, photovoltaic production has averaged 40% per year since the year 2000. Our capacity has reached 39.8 gigawatts, with Germany accounting for half of that. Currently, the three largest PV power plants in the world are Perovo, Ukraine, Sarnia, Canada, and Monte Alto di Castro, located in Italy. It has been calculated that if you took 1% of the world's landmass and converted it into a PV solar plant, you would have enough electricity to run the entire world, even if it was performing at 10% efficiency. There are many jobs within the area of solar technology, a major one being a solar PV manufacturer, which is estimated to provide up to 22,560 new jobs. Physicists, chemists, and material scientists are as well another duty to be called upon. The credentials for these types usually require a bachelor's degree, although if you're looking to be a research scientist, a doctoral degree is a must. And that is the end of my presentation on solar technology within sustainability. Thank you for watching, and remember, always think green.